Welcome to The Explainer. So, when you hear investing early, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Probably compound interest, right? Watching your money grow into a fortune. Well, today we're going to flip that idea on its head. We're going to look at why starting to invest when you're young is actually less about the money and way more about what's going on up here in your head. So, let's just get right into it and challenge the biggest myth about investing. We're all taught to think it's just about the numbers on a screen, the profits, the losses. But what if the really valuable stuff, the lessons that actually stick with you for life, are the ones that happen inside your own mind? See, the real magic of starting early isn't just about giving your money more time to compound. It's about giving yourself the time you need for some serious psychological training. Honestly, the money you make, that's almost just a side effect, a bonus you get from this much deeper, more important education. Yeah, you can almost think of it like enrolling in a financial school of emotions. It's this training ground, right? A place where you get to learn how to deal with the crazy ups and downs of the market. But, and this is key, you've got this amazing safety net. You're playing with small amounts of money and you've got decades ahead of you. And that brings us perfectly to our next idea, the emotional gym, because that's really what this is. We're going to see how this school helps you build up the muscle you need to master the two biggest, most powerful emotions in finance. And we're not talking about reading a textbook here. This is all about hands-on, real-world experience, just in a safe, controlled way. Because when you invest, you're forced to come face-to-face with two absolute giants of finance. First, you've got that gut-wrenching, paralyzing fear of losing money. And then there's that impulse we all have for instant gratification, getting what we want right now, which, let's be honest, is the total opposite of what you need for successful long-term investing. Okay, so let's play this out. Imagine you invest your very first 50 euros. I mean, it's not a life-changing amount of money, but it's real. It's yours. You've finally got some skin in the game. And then, of course, the very next month, the market takes a dip. It always does, right? So you log into your account and boom, there it is, a big red -8% staring back at you, right next to your hard-earned cash. Now let's break that down. You've lost, and I'm putting that in quotes for a reason, 4 euros. I mean, objectively, that's nothing. It's less than a fancy coffee. But that knot in the pit of your stomach, oh, that feeling is 100% real. And that feeling, that's the exact thing that throws so many investors completely off track. Look, feeling that with 4 euros on the line, that's a lesson. It's a cheap lesson. But feeling that for the very first time with, say, 50,000 euros on the line, that's a catastrophe waiting to happen. By starting small, you get to feel it, you get to learn from it, and you build up that emotional armor when the stakes are